Hi guys and ladies. Today I want to ask you a question. Why are you wanting to date over 50? Like, what is the real reason? I think there's three. The first one might be because you're lonely. I know I had this problem when I was 58 and ended a 15-year relationship with somebody I thought I was going to retire and spend the rest of my life with. The first 2 years were great joy, a feeling of liberation. I can do whatever I want. I'm so happy to be in Colorado instead of Florida. I know there's a lot of people out there that love Florida. I'm just not one of them. I love Colorado. So the first 2 years were great. I loved them. I was just like so many of you men that say, I don't want another man. Well, you say you don't want another woman. I just want to live in peace in my home and do whatever I want. And I did that for 2 or almost 3 years. And then my dog died. Kind of put me in a little spin. And I started to feel a little more lonely. And I started to think about having somebody else around. Okay, so I get it. Dating after 50, that might be one reason why you might want to date after 50. So after my loneliness set in, then I started to get bored. And you know what happens when I get bored? My potato chip and ice cream budget go through the roof. I'm bored. On a Saturday afternoon, I sure would like to go down to the brewery and just have a beer with somebody. I don't want to go down there by myself and meet somebody. I really would like to have somebody that I enjoy already to go down there. Or I'd like to go into Durango, Colorado. I live 20 miles from there, an inconvenient 20 miles on a 2-lane highway that is speckled with deer all times of the day and night. So to go in for any kind of social event or dining out or just going in for appetizers and a cocktail and to do some tourist watching, it's just not worth it for one person. That's what I'd like to do. I'm bored at home. I'd really like to do a project or two, but it kind of takes two people to put a door on a hinge, and I don't have a second person. Kind of like to go sit out on the patio and barbecue and chat with somebody, but I don't have a second person. So I get it. Dating after 50 might be an option to find the second person. Okay, but then you think about all the work you have to do. You really do have to do a lot of work. They're not going to come knocking on your door. You have to get out in your neighborhood. You have to get out in your town. You have to plan social events for yourself. You have to be online if you choose to do it that way. Kind of do a mix of both online and in your community. But you need to create a social calendar. And then you need to make sure you look good, that you have clothes that are presentable, that your home is comfortable and welcoming if you want to have somebody in your home. Then you have to think about your attitude. You have to think about all the baggage you bring to the relationship or to the dating scene. You have to think about all the baggage she brings to the dating scene. Whoa, why do you want to date after 50? So the third reason I thought about, it's because I don't want to die alone. I don't want to die alone. I don't think, but would I be more comfortable having somebody next to me while I was dying? What if I only knew them for a couple of weeks? What if I was sitting next to them and they were dying first? Then what? Oh, such a roll of the dice. But I think that's the ultimate reason why we still live with the hope that that person is out there for us. Now, is that a reason to date after 50 or is it a reason not to date after 50? It's kind of scary both ways. I get it. When we start thinking about our own death, is anybody going to know? How long is the body going to sit? Who's going to find me? What kind of condition am I going to be in? We don't know. So maybe we want to date after 50 just to squeeze all those magical moments out of life that we got earlier, when we dated earlier, when we fell in love, when we were romancing our life partner or our wife or our husband or somebody that really disappointed us later in life. It's a roll of the dice, but I commend you people that are going gung-ho dating after 50. It's courageous and brave and daring. I might dabble in it, but it's not really my thing. Since I was lonely and bored here, I thought I'm not going to live here, especially after the whole COVID situation. I'm not going to live here by myself and not know anybody in my neighborhood or in my community or in my town. So I created a community for myself. It's full of girlfriends and men friends and all kinds of varieties of people. It's really a wonderful community that I feel is totally committed to my well-being. And I don't have that special person on the couch with me. So that community for me is not only replacing that single partner that I may or may not find at this point in my life, and giving me a backup plan. Now, don't get me wrong, you have to do all the same work you do for dating success to build a community around yourself. But you have a community of a whole lot of people out there who know a whole lot more people out there. And who knows what might happen with all those connections. And perhaps there's one made for you. But in the meantime, we get to enjoy time with all sorts of people. If we get tired of one, we get to spend time with another. We learn the quirks of each one, and we know what will feed us on what day, in what mood that we're in. I think a community is just one of the best gifts you can give yourself. How about we get one together for you for Christmas? Let's see what we can do. That's what I want to help you do more and more and more on this channel. So go with me. Just because it's not a dating video, it's going to teach you something about yourself that'll help you with dating. Make sure you subscribe before you leave so you don't miss anything, okay? Thank you. So tell me, leave a comment below about what you think about dating after 50 because you're afraid of dying alone. Is that you? Come on, do some serious soul searching. Let's be real and authentic. That's my 2 cents for today. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.